Welcome, brave viewers, to the Spooky Channel, your gateway to the eerie and enigmatic realms that exist beyond the mundane world. Join us as we delve into the most mysterious and ominous corners of our planet, unearthing secrets and uncovering chilling stories that will send shivers down your spine. Thrills and Nightmares, Scary and Creepy Compilation Episode 8, where spine-chilling tales and bone-rattling encounters await your presence. Enter the realm of the macabre where darkness dances with fear, and the veil between reality and nightmare grows thin. Boys Night. In this hair-raising video, two friends engage in a late-night live stream while playing video games. Little did they know that they would capture something truly spine-chilling. It was around 5 a.m. during an all-night gaming session when an eerie noise reverberated from the nearby kitchen. Assuming it was a family member seeking a snack, the boys dismissed it without much thought. However, as the stream continued in the darkness, something extraordinary transpired. Suddenly, the fridge door swung open on its own accord as if beckoning someone to indulge. Initially attributing it to their brother's early morning cooking routine, one of the friends rose to shut the door, but as they turned to return, an inexplicable occurrence unfolded before their eyes. A chair swiftly shifted, propelled by unseen hands moving several inches on its own. The chilling event paralyzed both friends, freezing them in place. It became undeniable that an inexplicable force was at play, something supernatural. Viewers of the video shared their belief in the paranormal nature of the incident. However, as always, the judgment lies with you. Was it a supernatural encounter or a different explanation altogether? Wisp. In early January 2023, Nancy Malkin experienced a chilling encounter in her child's bedroom. It all began when she noticed something peculiar on the security camera installed in the room. Nancy had woken up from a nap and glanced at the live feed only to witness a strange orb darting around her son's toys. The enigmatic sphere seemed to possess a will of its own, reacting to objects it touched in an uncanny manner. Fascinated and unnerved, Nancy continued watching the orb for over 5 minutes as it remained fixed in its location. Curiosity consumed her and she ventured into her son's room only to find it empty. With her own eyes, there was nothing to be seen, but the security camera still captured the mesmerizing ball of light swirling in the same spot. Nancy used her phone to observe the live feed, without which she was blind to the orb's presence. As Nancy watched intently, the orb's movements grew increasingly frenetic. Intriguingly, she decided to communicate with the ethereal entity, instructing it to touch her hand. Astonishingly, the orb swiftly retreated as if frightened by her request. Sensing that she had unsettled it, Nancy decided to leave the mysterious orb alone, putting an end to her interaction. The orb continued its aerial dance in the room even after she departed. However, when Nancy checked the camera again mere minutes later, the orb had vanished without a trace. Since that recording, the orb has not reappeared. Nancy speculates that it could have been the spirit of a child whimsically playing with her son's toys. She believes this elusive orb possessed an eerie intelligence, responding to her every action. To this day, Nancy remains haunted by the unanswered question of what this luminous enigma was doing inside her son's room. Creepy Clown Doll. On April 16, 2023, at around midnight, Jacob awoke to a chilling sound outside his room. Gripped by fear, he rose from his bed, only to confront something that sent shivers down his spine. You may recall Jacob from his previous video where he inherited an old house along with a ghastly clown doll named Jeffrey, once belonging to his grandmother. Jeffrey's unnerving presence had led Jacob to lock him away in a separate room. However, one fateful night, an event unfolded that would haunt Jacob forever. Close to midnight, a thunderous crash jolted Jacob awoke. The noises persisted, and with mounting dread he realized they emanated from the room adjacent to his where Jeffrey had been confined. Trembling, he ventured toward the source only to hear a sinister creak downstairs. Nervously, he glanced down the staircase, but to his horror, he discerned the sound of footsteps ascending, despite the absence of any visible figure. Suddenly, he spun around only to witness the door slowly swinging open, revealing Jeffrey. The doll's head had twisted, no longer facing the wall but peering directly at the doorway. Overwhelmed, Jacob terminated the video, locking himself in his room until morning. That night cemented Jacob's belief that Jeffrey was possessed by an otherworldly force. Fearing a recurrence of a more sinister outcome, he banished Jeffrey to the basement to keep a watchful eye. Jacob set up a security camera facing the doll, with any unusual activity triggering an instant notification on his device. Fast forward to a few nights later, an alert signaled movement in the basement. Jacob anxiously accessed the live feed, discovering the camera swaying from side to side. Initially unfazed, he recalled that the camera rested on a timer-controlled heater, causing the oscillation. However, as he continued watching, a bone-chilling event unfolded before his eyes. The clown's arm began to move eerily on its own accord. Within seconds, a deafening explosion shattered the light bulb, plunging the basement into complete darkness. Amidst the void, a strange, incomprehensible whisper permeated the air. While no further incidents occurred, the events thus far convinced Jacob that Jeffrey must remain confined in the basement. Jacob continues to record Jeffrey's movements should he stir again. As of now, no further updates have surfaced from Jacob, leaving this video shrouded in enigma and terror. Not alone. In a mysterious Polish apartment, unsettling events have plagued its lone occupant. When alone, the man senses a presence lingering within. Strange noises abruptly fill the air, always emerging in the dead of night. Aware of the timing, he readies his phone, eager to capture evidence. In this chilling video, the man finds himself home alone. As the recording commences, the bathroom faucet mysteriously runs as if turned on by an unseen force. Perplexed, he shuts it off, bewildered by its inexplicable activation. Returning to his room, he flicks on the light switch, only to witness it immediately flip off. It appears that someone or something at the end of the hallway possesses the power to control the light. However, the unsettling incidents do not cease there. A few nights later, in the darkness of night, the man hears banging noises outside his door. His heart races in his chest as he documents this scene straight out of a horror movie. Peeking into the hallway, he searches for a presence, finding none, but as he ventures back to his room, his steps halt abruptly. The kitchen lies in ruins as if ravaged by an earthquake. Overwhelmed with terror, he flees back to the sanctuary of his room, ending the video. The events of that night have left him shaken to his core. The current status of the man and his tenancy in the haunted apartment remain unknown, as no updates or subsequent videos have surfaced. As with most videos, it is left to the viewer to draw their own conclusions. Is an unseen entity inhabiting the man's abode, or could there be a rational explanation for the harrowing occurrences? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the macabre and terrifying world of horror and mystery. Keep in touch with us here on the Spooky Channel by liking and subscribing, and also hit that notification bell. We hope that our videos have kept you on the edge of your seat and made your heart race with fear.